Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you today with a video on why I think it's important for us to focus our homesteads on meat production. Now there's three reasons why I consider it really important to have at least one keystone species of animal in your homestead plan. And reason number one is that in nature, you will not find any ecosystems without animals. You're always going to find insects, you'll find mammals, amphibians, reptiles, and you're not going to find any ecosystem that's healthy that doesn't have animals. One of those things to consider too is that you are in the group with animals. We are native to this planet. We are mammals. So it's really important to remember that you're not looking for, when we talk about pristine nature, you're not looking for something that's not been touched by man. Now I understand as human beings, we can be extremely destructive to the planet, but I also think that we have the ability to be benevolent stewards. And I think that's something that we should all strive towards as homesteaders, is to be a benevolent steward of the land. Reason number two is that you will get a lot more bang for your buck. You're going to get far more production out of animals. Now, I have nothing against gardens, and I have nothing against fruit trees, and I have nothing against berry bushes or mushrooms. I think they are all great. All things that I want to incorporate into my homestead. Trees is also something, fibers that I want to integrate into the homestead. I think those are all great things and really important. But as far as what I'm going to be produced for my, or what I'm going to produce for my sustenance that I'm going to consume every day, my calories, my fat, my proteins, is going to be from animals. It takes a whole lot of grass if you're going to go out and scoop up a bowl of it to feed yourself. Now I understand that there's a lot of garden plants and fruits that people eat that have some high calorie that they can survive on, but it takes a whole lot more of that to produce what your body needs. And there are times where you just have a lot more problems with pest and drought and other things that you don't have with animals. Now animals do have their downsides, but not as many as what I've seen with gardens and fruit trees and plants. But as far as your meat production goes, that a cow can go out and can eat a bowl of grass and produce meat for you, or milk. A chicken can go out and eat insects. I don't see a lot of people eating insects. I know there's some other countries that do, and before long, who knows, they may be trying to have all of us eating nothing but insects. But I'm gonna choose to stick with my meat. And chickens, they can eat insects. They're part of that food chain. They can eat insects and turn it into eggs or to meat. And there's a lot of bugs that you can't eat that will kill you. So I think that it's really important we focus on meat for that reason, that you are going to get so much more out of them than you would a garden. Still do your garden, still do your fruit trees and all that stuff. They're great, but have some meat to back all that up. The third reason is for ethical reasons and health reasons. When you see somebody who is really caring for their animals and who is keeping a garden and trying to be in tune with nature, there's a certain kind of spirit or vibe that you get, to get a little woo-woo here, when you see that person's system. There's a farmer in Virginia, Joel Salatin. You can go and look him up. I'm sure if you're interested in homesteading, you've probably already heard of him, but if you think about his systems, everything is just beautiful. All the animals are healthy, and there's just this sense, this good feeling you get from seeing stuff like that. So taking a portion of your meat production and getting it from that, rather than having to rely on factory farms, is a great reason to put animals into your homestead. With the factory farm stuff, we still have to rely on a lot of our protein coming from those factory farms. Now we're trying more to get grass-fed beef, get it from a local person that grows it out and takes it to slaughter, and to have our ducks and our rabbits. But we're still growing in this, and we're not at 100% on our meat production. We'd love to be, and that's where we're headed. But the more you can take away from that, the less of a demand there's going to be for those factory farms. And the treatment of those animals is just gross. I don't like it. They're harvested in a disrespectful manner. There's just a lot of downsides to that. So if you focus more on meat, then you're going to have that little piece that you're normally giving to that system taken away. So for ethical reasons, and for your health too, because the meat that you're going to produce is going to be far more healthy than anything you're going to get in the store. So those are my 3 main reasons. I hope if you haven't considered keeping some type of animal on your homestead that you will now. I know there's probably a lot of vegans out there that their minds won't be changed. I think it's a good thing to try to stay away from supporting the inhumane treatment of animals. I don't like it at all. I completely agree with vegans on that. But if you are vegan, I hope you'll reconsider, just for the fact that your systems will be far more in tune with nature. You don't have to eat your animals. You don't have to keep them caged up. But there's a lot of value in keeping animals on a homestead. They do so much for ecosystems. So I hope that you'll consider that. And I hope that this video was helpful. I hope it got you thinking. If there's anything that I missed that you'd like to add down in the comment section, reasons on why it's good to keep meat animals, or just anything as far as an animal that produces something for you, add that down in the comments. And subscribe to the channel for more like this. I drop a video mostly every day. I want to start saying mostly because here after our vacation, I've been slacking a little bit. I've missed a couple of days. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see y'all in the next one.